engineered our own show, which is a first. Hopefully we'll get some people on really soon to tell us if we are live and in fact on air. I do have like a red mic going on in the back, but I'm not an engineer, so I don't know what the fuck that means. Welcome to Coming Out with CannaMama Clinic. Today is Tuesday, April 4th. What a weird Tuesday, guys. Like, what a weird Tuesday. Let's see. Hold on, because
I have to share this again.
Yeah, we are all kinds of screwed up right now.
Sorry.
And Rob says he hears us. Yay! Thank you, Rob. So again, thank you for joining Coming Out with CannaMama Clinic. I'm your host, Gina Hope. We've got Amanda Hardy in the studio, also known as Lady A.
Good morning.
Good morning, love. This was really weird, and I'm sorry. And like,
such a weird morning. I've been off my game all morning. I can't even lie. I was actually late for me today.
Yes, you were. And I was on time for me, which I was like 5 minutes early, maybe.
It was bad for me today.
But, ew, I'm like eating stuff off the mic. That's sexy. I forgot the tripod. So we have a very strange angle with our Facebook viewers. We had already shared the show to just everywhere, so we apologize. Like,
so if I shared this to a group and you're back here, would you please share it back into that group for me?
Yeah, because we had no idea this was going to happen. We were just like, let's do our usual startup and hit Sean up, and Sean usually goes through the thing with us. It's actually super flippin' simple, and I just need to learn it.
I think I remember, honestly.
Yeah, but we just need to know the order now.
Yeah.
There's like 8 steps, and you're just like click, 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 and then it should be on, and no problem, but it was wild.
I'm probably about to double post in some groups, and I don't really care.
Sorry. I am doing my thing again where I'm like kind of covering my fat pimple. Why? Why does that have to happen? I think it's because I ovulated.
I get comfortable when I ovulate.
I ovulated on my face. Whoa, something's going on with the headphones. So yeah, anyways, this is Coming Out with CannaMama Clinic. This is the entertainment portion of the Colorado State Registered Business CannaMama Clinic. CannaMama Clinic is a unique cannabis community. Really?
Community.
This is what's happening today. It's a unique cannabis community for female empowerment and peaceful parents. Our mission is to help cannabis consumers step out of the canna closet with advocacy services, entertainment, and community support in an effort to ensure the right to bodily autonomy for all. Welcome to our entertainment portion of our mission. If you're joining us, welcome back.
Hey, do you want to know what kind of morning it is?
What kind of morning?
It's the kind of morning where I posted the wrong title. His name isn't up there. Nothing. Like I'm looking for a previous live, and I can't find it.
Wow.
This is the morning we're having.
Are you gonna edit it, please? Because that's not correct.
I'm really trying. Here we go. Yes, I'm going to edit. I'm very sorry. I don't know what's
it's
going on.
one thing after another. Like, I don't even know what to say. Is this the first? It's the 4th, but it feels like a first.
This is terrible. What the fuck?
And our guest is laughing at me right now. Super professional.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he listening?
I don't know, but he's laughing in my text right here to the right. He said no worries, though. He's super chill, so.
Is he coming?
That's the one nice thing about working in the cannabis industry. Most of the people you deal with are going to be medicated and on the chill side.
Yeah, and they get that shit happens. Honestly.
It's life.
I think I fixed it.
I'm still trying to find our show from today so that I can do some sharing too. So we do have lots to talk about today. I have a full
agenda. Did I say agenda? I didn't mean
you did agenda. Oddly, my subjects are gone.
Shut up!
I look at all this stuff I printed out and tell me why exactly.
What do you mean that your subjects
My subjects are gone. This is unreal. Today is just like, well, you know, we can wing it. I'm
think
pretty
I'm
good
gonna
at
stop
that.
sharing this because it's that time of day.
Wait till
Gina, do you remember my question?
Wait till Steven gets on. That's
Alicia.
all I can say. I answered your question, so I do apologize that you probably didn't hear my question, but let's go ahead and restart. Alicia asked, what should people that have purchased the merchandise, I think particularly the shirts that say coming out CannaMama, well, I guess there's probably going to be a lot of questions with somebody that has their kid repping a CannaBaby shirt too.
I just hit that.
Thank you. I would start with explaining what CannaMama Clinic is and that you're a member of this community, a proud member, I would say, and this shirt is a way to get a conversation started about the movement and what coming out CannaMama means. Coming out CannaMama is simply us stating that we're not going to be afraid of the discrimination. I think we're still afraid of the consequences.
I think we're always
That's
gonna
what
be
we're
afraid of the
changing.
I think that we're always going to be afraid of the consequences until it's officially changed.
Right.
However, is it worth it? Yeah.
For us.
For us, yes.
So, you know, everybody has to make their own decision.
I mean, it's
I'm freezing right now. Are you cold?
Yeah, girl, and it's on.
It is. So, if you're not in Colorado and you're wondering, why
Why
did I
we're
say
so
it? Why I'm
cold?
cold? It's a blizzard outside.
It says it's 60 degrees in here.
There's no way.
It says, well, in this room is what it says.
Either way, 60 is very chilly for me.
It's very chilly. I totally agree.
So that's what I would say. Alicia, I just saw her comment and I didn't. It went too fast.
Would you, she said, would you like those that are part of our normal chapter to promote your company?
Sure. I mean, we'd have to talk some more about it. Feel free to PM me or shoot me an email at gina@CannaMamaClinic.com. And if you don't know how to spell my name, it is a little different.
She says she gets asked every time she's out.
Every time I wear it, I do too. So
I do too.
That was the point. That's why we
That's
came
the
out with
point.
that merchandise first. It is our coming out T-shirt, and it will
raise some questions. It will spark some conversation. It will get you comments. I haven't had anything negative about it, but I've also
Neither
worn
have
it
I.
in Colorado.
Correct. I would like to, wearing that in Arkansas might be a little different. So we do understand why.
I'd wear it in New York. I'd wear it in North Carolina. I'd wear it everywhere.
I'd wear it in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
But those are the places I go a lot.
I'd wear it wherever the fuck I go, honestly.
I mean, I would sport, but I would just be ready for different conversations.
Oh, yeah.
And different
confrontations.
Confrontations, yeah, I guess. Carefrontations.
It definitely is a conversation in Texas. Yeah, definitely. Honestly, I think Texas just decriminalized.
Not by a lot.
Not by a lot?
No.
Well, it's something, right? It's a start.
I always applaud something. In fact, if I could get my topics up, part of the topics I was going to talk about today was Pennsylvania. In Time magazine, it's one of 17 states that are having cannabis legalization, full recreational sales on the ballot coming up. So that's pretty awesome. I was surprised with Pennsylvania because they are so, it is really not cool to be a CannaMama in Pennsylvania.
I believe that.
And if you have the CPS factor, that's what I'm talking about.
Right.
I'm like so cold I can't even think. And I'm shivering and I hate when my voice sounds like that.
Do you want a jacket?
Actually, I want you to get mine and then I can just lay it over my legs and not feel guilty that you're shivering next to me while I'm wearing your jacket. Yeah. So, I'm pulling up our stuff.
Here.
Thank you. Our studio is freezing and we're going to be sweating balls once it comes summertime. It's that kind of a building. It doesn't
I'm
hold.
going to be pretty much naked in the studio wearing like little tiny jumpers.
Oh, me too. Daisy Duke style.
Oh, yeah.
Bringing it back, 1992.
I need to do some more squats, get my butt in shape for summer.
That's all I've been doing. I've been doing the craziest workouts all week long. I'm so sore. And I must say my ass is looking good.
Okay, honestly, when
But
I
it's
do
always
squats,
looking good. I have a nice ass.
when I do squats,
Pat my ass on the back. No, pat myself on the ass.
Oh, hey, Arcadia.
Hey, girl.
She said, listening while I'm on the road, I will be wearing my shirt off and back home. I'm ready for the questions.
Yay.
She said, I love you, ladies. I fucking love it.
I wish you were
Awesome.
still here so you could be on the radio show
I know.
with
I
us.
wish that it was only a night. So if you guys don't know, we have a longtime member. She's been with us damn near since the beginning, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And she came out. She road tripped and she went to Denver. She came to Denver for just a night and stayed the night. Got a hotel room. Another CannaMama in our group watched her girls.
Which is so awesome. And I know people are probably like, that is creepy. You just trusted someone from the internet with your kids that you never met. But I will say that speaks volumes to the community that CannaMama Clinic has created and the women that are a part of it.
Definitely.
Amazing, amazing women here to support each other and be there for one another. We can trust each other as far as being peaceful parents, having the same values that we have. We're not going to come back and, you know, our kid wasn't allowed to play with a train because she's a she or something.
Right.
You know, like just these weird things that other parents and
we know that's not going to happen.
parenting beliefs do. We know that's not going to happen whenever you have somebody from our community watching your kids. So it was super cool that she was available for a couple hours to let Arcadia get out and experience the Denver life without children, because we happened to be at the Mile High Marijuana Showcase on Sunday evening. Shout out to Mile High Marijuana Showcase. Hey, Dwayne, Jamie put on a party, and they will be putting on a party every Sunday. And I don't know how long it's going to be. They kind of changed the hours last minute. It was the very first party this week, but it's at an amazing venue, Metlo Rooftop.
It's so beautiful. And they have like an area for laser lights, and I can't wait for that.
It's really cool. So we got so roasted.
We smoked. Like, they had these blunts. Okay, so they rolled blunts after blunts after blunts, first of all. Second of all, like, they would...
First of all, like, can we go back to that? When she says it, no joking, like, I'm pretty sure I smoked on 10 different... You know what I mean? Like,
pieces,
they
like,
just kept
blunts
going
and
around
joints
and around.
right.
Anyway, go on.
Anyway, but then, like, towards the end of us being there, they were, like, taking dabs, like, it was more like... I don't know, almost like shatter, but a little bit melted. What was that?
But are you talking about the stuff that was like wrapped around? It was like oil, but it was thicker.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what exactly it was.
But
Rosin,
I don't even know how they
resin,
fucking do that. But anyway.
I don't know, he was wrapping it right in front of us.
I didn't even pay attention, honestly. But they had like
high.
oil like wrapped all the way around it. And like, so yeah, like, we got pretty fucking blazed, and then we were there for like an hour, and then we like dipped out and we went and we got Mexican food, which is one of our favorite places, is right down the street. So
I got my girl on and had a couple margaritas with my girls, and it was cool. Like,
it was cool.
Really great to have Arcadia come and visit us. So if you're ever in the Denver area and you want to stop in the studio or just say hi or catch an event with one of us, just hit us up, because we often take guests, and it's fun, you know, because it's not something that a lot of people have in their cities or availability to. I get burnt out, you know, we go to so much stuff, but that's why it's fun to bring somebody new too.
So. We brought a friend to another event recently, but I think we talked about it last week. So.
We did talk about it last week. So yeah, obviously we do that a lot. We're like, hey,
we like to bring friends.
Come with us and let's get you baked.
Let's get fucked up. Not quite, but
whenever we go to events, though, I do kind of like to get on the fucked up side. Like, it's beyond medicating. Like,
oh yeah.
And I even said that at one point. I turned to my right and I was like, I am well beyond medicated right now.
Oh, yeah.
I am fully on the recreational side.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah, because I was like, I get this question often.
But you sat there and told me, what, a couple days ago, you're like, girl, you be getting too high. I don't remember people. I'd be like, oh, he was on the bus with us?
Yeah, because it was like the second or third time we met him, and I was like, no, that's so-and-so. and you were like, no, I don't know him. And I'm like, you met him yesterday on the bus. So
Whoops.
then we had this whole conversation about long-term and short-term memory that we don't need to have again. That's what happens when you just go down the rabbit hole and you're all blitzed. We had a great time.
We did have a good time.
So yeah, shout out to Mile High Marijuana Showcase.
And then we went to a
Jamie
cannabis calendar. We went to the cannabis calendar.
That was Saturday night.
Yeah, event. It was.
That event was a little bit bigger. It had a little bit longer to plan, and it was it's a more of a business launch rather than
a place.
Yeah, because this is going to be an ongoing event thing at Metlo with the Mile High Marijuana Showcase, and then Cannabis Calendar is more of a place that you can go to online if you're in the cannabis industry particularly, or if you know of events that you want to see circulated within the industry and within people that give a shit about cannabis. Go to is it Cannabis Calendar? What is it? Either way, you can Google it. Cannabis Calendar. You can find it on any.
I want to say it's cannabiscalendar.com.
But I feel like it's not that, because I was like, why didn't they have the same name of their company as their website?
Oh.
But I don't know. I smoke a lot of weed. I was like, I can't remember. And it's not my company, so I'm just giving a shout out to Ms. Emily Hyde. Yeah, because she gave us a goodie bag
yeah.
even after we didn't earn it.
I know, we totally did not earn it.
Amanda was pissed at me.
Okay, but let me talk about this. This is some funny ass shit. So, before, like, I went to go pick up Gina because her Jeep has been down, and so I sat there and I was like, I went on Snapchat right before I, like, got out of my car to go and knock on her door, and I was like, so, I bet you Gina doesn't even have her makeup on. I was like, you know what? I bet you she's not even dressed. I was like, you know what? No, I bet she's not even out of the shower yet. I was like, let's see. And, like,
she put me on blast, y'all. She put me on blast.
And look at me doing it again. and then what happened was, let me tell you guys, this woman, I'm sitting there banging on the door, and it's cold as hell outside. It's fucking cold.
Because it's snowing today, you know?
And I fucking go back in my car, and I call her, and I'm like, hey. I was like, what's going on? Like, where are you? And she's like, I'm in the shower. I'll be down in a minute. And so I literally go back on Snapchat, and I was like, so Gina's in the shower, and so she can't answer the door. And she said she'll be down in a minute.
It was really cute with the bunny ears.
I love Snapchat.
And the voice changer.
Mm-hmm.
But I was embarrassed a little bit.
A little bit.
She may or may not have shamed me into being on time today.
Shit,
we'll see how long the public shaming lasts. You may have to do this on a regular basis.
I think it's hilarious though, because I called it so well. Oh, yeah, shit.
Damn.
My bad.
Have another dab, lady, eh?
Shit, I might have to.
All I know
if I do.
I'm super hungry. I had a very late dinner. You know, like when you have like a late dinner, it makes you like extra hungry in the morning.
I had a very small dinner.
And that's why you're extra hungry?
Yeah.
We're just two peas in a pod over here. And I hear my tummy's gonna growl again. Like last week, I swear you could hear it on
the
mic.
But it's Tuesday, and it's always Taco Tuesday on Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
Who fucking loves tacos? Raise your hand.
And this place has veggie tacos.
Okay, I want to read some comments really quick.
Get at it.
Passed in the jurisprudence committee.
What are you saying? Jurisprudence?
Yes. Committee, still a step in the right direction, makes under an ounce be fine with no jail time. That's cool.
Oh, is that the decriminalization?
Yeah.
In Texas?
Maybe, I think so.
Hey, if you guys are seeing that, will you go ahead and drop a link for us? Because, you know,
we want to know, and people
50 states, and
yeah.
I need to stay up on it, and we might as well spread the information as long as you have it on hand. Please drop a link below.
And somebody said squat challenge.
Been on it.
This
one's been more than a squat challenge. I'm just going to put Kayla on blast. She tricked me into burpees, but I didn't do them. So I guess I'm really putting myself on blast. I have a problem with authority. I was like, hell no. Burpees? I am not in jail. And I am not playing for the Raiders. I'm not, why am I'm not doing burpees.
Oh, fuck no.
So I'm doing a modified something else, which is hard as shit too. And I was just thinking about taking off my headphones and doing an example, but I'm like, no, it's not that serious. But yeah, squat challenges are fun. I go to the gym a ton. I do yoga a ton. I like to work out, but having to do stuff with your friends and check in and take pictures of your ass and stuff like that, that's fun.
That is fun. I agree. Okay, and then so somebody else says, I trust so many of these ladies with my son.
That's awesome. Referring back to our conversation about Arcadia.
Yeah, and Arcadia and the community, and so much love for this community of women. Yeah.
Okay, I'm dabbing while you talk.
Go for it. I cannot wait to be able to come and see you guys. Hopefully when I do visit, it will be a Tuesday. Well, at least, like, maybe make it, like, a Tuesday a day, one of the days you're here, you know? Like, it'd be cool for sure. Somebody's like wax, distillate, yeah, something like that, guys. I saw the photo of you smoking that. Yep. And I want to visit you guys. Aww.
Come. Ooh, that had CBD.
Ooh, sorry.
I could taste it.
Not bad.
It's just a little bit, but I could taste it. You know what? So this is cool. Steven will be able to talk all about the CBD isolate and like what went wrong, why it tasted gross, his process.
I'm gonna give him some to dab.
Oh my god, you're gonna do that to him?
I'm totally gonna do that to him.
We're seriously hitting him with the 1-2 punch today. If he doesn't walk out on us before 1, we're gonna be really lucky.
I'm very excited. He'll be here very soon.
Yeah.
And so Ty says, see you guys in 2 weeks. Fuck yeah. So you're gonna come for 420, Ty.
Which Ty?
Lynn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ty Lynn.
She said that she'd be here in...
Sorry, sometimes I need middle names, and since y'all put them and make them available on Facebook, it works for me.
Right.
I walked up to someone the other day and addressed her with her first and middle name, which I didn't realize that not everybody does that, and I was like, awkward. Whoops. Eh, well. Yeah.
So hell yeah, and if you're here, if you're listening right now, or you're in the Denver area, and you're coming to the 420 event, we are hosting a cleanup event.
After.
Like,
after 420? In between the rally and the partying, because we're partying, like, all night long.
All fucking night long.
We're going from, like, I literally have 3 or 4 events that I have to go to after the rally. And one of them is actually an educational one at the museum. So if anybody wants to go,
I want to go.
I love to geek out on knowledge. So it's going to be a bunch of scientists and shit and talking about weed. And I'm going to be super baked by that point. So it's going to be really interesting. I might want to take a recorder to, like, get the information and then listen again. Because, you know.
Because our phones are going to be dead as fuck.
That's another good point. But yeah, it's going to be 420 and it's going to be off the chain here in Denver like it is every single year. And CannaMama Clinic is getting more involved than we ever have before. And yeah, Lady A actually came up with the idea, and I love it. And the reason we decided to do it, we talked a little bit about it last week, and we'll probably talk about it every single week until 420.
Can I talk about it?
Yeah, and the reason why we care so much is because...
okay, so last year I was living in Alaska, and I was super excited about the 420 events, because last year I just smoked all by myself in my fucking house, and it was kind of a lonely 420. I don't even think I had much grain.
That is a lonely 420.
It was a lonely 420, and honestly, like, I was like, so excited about this coming year, and then I read in the news that they left it trashed, that everybody downtown left downtown trashed from 420, and it pissed me off. Like, this is our city, and I love it.
We did have a full conversation about this, even within groups and stuff, because it does lead.
It looks bad.
And I actually think we talked about it last year on show. It just looks bad for the entire community. You know, we have the entire United States looking at these events, looking at these rallies, Hash Bash. I mean, it's not just limited to Denver 420 rally. This is any kind of cannabis community event that we have. We want to leave it as we found it, if not better, so that we make a good example, that we show that we're not just lazy stoners with the munchies leaving our Cheeto bags on the floor. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we need to make sure that the area that we occupy is clean after it's done. Because it looked like shit last year.
Yeah, no, it was awful. Like,
Awful.
it made the news. I heard about it in Alaska, and all it was like, what the actual fuck? What is going on? Like, I was mad.
She said, what the fuck?
What the actual fuck is wrong? Yeah.
So no, I agree with you. 100%. And clearly, I'm going to help you pick up trash. And we've got some of our girls going.
Mm-hmm.
Our CannaMamas.
Honestly, I'm totally down to go fucking buy joints myself and pass them out to whoever helps.
You know what? That's a good point. We still haven't got sponsors yet on some free buds. So over the next 2 weeks, that's what I'll work on.
Okay, cool.
I mean, I know it won't take much. And if it does take much, shame on the damn growers.
They should be cool with that, right?
Yeah, because there's no law against giving in the state of Colorado.
Especially for, like, helping out with that?
No, now there is a law against trade. Like, it literally just has to be given.
Okay.
It can't be for no reason, just out of the kindness of your sweet little heart.
All right.
They just recently changed the law again.
I guess we will be giving it away
Giving.
at the end when you have a fucking trash bag in your hand.
In exchange, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I'll break the law. I will break the law where cannabis is concerned. You give me a bag of trash, I give you a joint.
Right.
Whatever. So let's see. That's going down on 420. Do they have anything else going on here at Studio 420?
I honestly have no idea.
So we're here at Studio 420 off of 3995 South Broadway in Inglewood, Colorado. That is where the studio is located. And we're here every single week from 11 to 1. They always have, like, the funniest stuff, like dab challenges and bong races, and they even have, like, movie night where people just come to Studio 420 and smoke their bud and enjoy a movie together. Like, it's great. So, yeah, come on down to Studio 420, and if we're in the house anytime, join us. So we have other stuff to talk about today as well, and I did pull it up. It was available.
We are getting messages like crazy today. Like,
go ahead, just talk, because while I'm pulling up stuff, that's what we can fill time with.
Amazing. Says, fuck yes, I got my windshield wiper fluid hoses fixed. I'll buy my fucking self. You bet your ass this CannaMama can. Yeah, congratulations, girl. Shout out to you.
We love you.
And yep, Patricia posted the cannabis.co/calendar. She found it. She posted the link. And then Alicia
thank you so
also
much.
found the link for Texas marijuana decriminalization, Texas. I'm just reading.
Marijuana decriminalization.
Oh my god, that felt so weird saying that, and it just came out so unnaturally. Like,
Steven's here.
Oh, we're upstairs, dear.
We're upstairs.
Hello.
Hello. I guess I can go down there and get him.
You should. I'll continue with this. Bye. My son came home the other day all excited that he don't have to do sit-ups. They swapped them with burpees. He's excited he doesn't have to do sit-ups. He's excited to do burpees.
He wants to do burpees? I would do sit-ups all day long instead of burpees. He's crazy.
Funny.
I'm like, didn't you just hear what I was saying about burpees?
Right? I get in on the 19th. Awesome. Perfect. All right, we are doing a CannaMama meetup for 420 here in Dallas. That's bomb.
Dope. You know what? So share those events into the big groups so that more people can join.
Make events. Actually, if you are in our groups, make the events in the groups. And so you can advertise and collect more CannaMamas and get a bigger group. Fucking buy some t-shirts. We still have t-shirts that that we have for sale. Get them in time for 420. They say coming out CannaMama. Wear the shit out of them. Own them, ladies. For real. Yes, Franny does need to go. For real. I agree. Portable chargers. Yeah, I agree with that. Is that the event tonight, Sean? It looks like it, is that the event tonight, or was that for something else? That's the way we do private events. Okay, cool. Yep, that works. Just sharing links. I know you did Policey side, that was a major interest in. Okay. So we should definitely try to find some sponsors that grow eco-friendly too. I do agree with that completely. Honestly, I'm really excited about this cleanup because I think that it will really look great for our community and it won't leave our city trashed because I really, really, really love this city and it's beautiful and I don't want it to be a bunch of garbage, honestly. I don't really know who really wants that. April 8th at Studio 420. Okay, cool. Perfect. We have not tried getting a sponsor from Garden City yet. Livewell might be up for it. You should PM Gina or myself, just so the fact that we can, because there's no way that I'm going to remember that. I have so much going on in my brain. I don't remember most things. And you're wearing yours right now. Honestly, it was too cold for me to wear mine. I was going to wear it and I was like, it's super fucking cold outside. It's freezing. So I've actually got my jacket on my lap because it's, I don't know, probably 29 degrees outside. And it's out of CannaMama's house, so that would be up to her to make an event. Oh, I hear you. Okay. Well, maybe ask her for it. Ask her about it. Hello!
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Steve.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, so you just have to put on some headphones and watch
Check
out
your
with this
mic.
stab thing, and we're gonna get you on a mic check. And so we're gonna turn this. Like, we should have it on them, don't you think?
Oh,
Unless
yeah.
they don't want to be on the
Do you guys want to be on camera?
You
guys
put
on
it
camera?
at me
You
if
guys
you
good?
must.
Point it at him.
If we must.
If we
He's
must.
the face of everything.
Okay, hold on. So
I'm making you deal with that. I'm not.
Yeah, we're good. So I forgot my tripod. It's been a weird day, so I'm just saying. This is not what we usually use.
Very weird day. This has been all sorts of fun.
There we go.
Ah!
Is that cool?
Yeah.
That works.
Okay, that's good. It's kind of like a little piece of my face, but they see my face all the time, so we're good. So, okay, everybody, this is Steven. And how do you say your last name? It's just Bernard? Is that like your last name?
That is my last name.
That's your last name. And then,
Alex Collada.
got it. And you're like his business partner.
Yeah.
So I've never seen you around before.
No.
You don't come out very much?
You have to talk into the mic, my
He's,
friend.
uh,
Hold on, check mics.
Check,
Alright.
check. Check,
We're
check.
good?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Alright, so no, he's the more social one. He's the one that kinda is the face of everything, so
Cool.
I know how that goes.
yeah.
That would be me.
That would be me.
Yeah, it works. I don't have to do the things I'm not great at. He does most of that. And
Well, thanks for coming on the show
Yeah,
and
no
talking,
problem.
because, you know.
for sure. Yeah, no.
That's cool.
All right, so tell us about your company, because that's what we really want to know. That's why you're here today.
So CBD & Co.
Yeah.
CBD.
That's how you say it, because I always say plus, because of the plus sign.
Yeah, not CBD & Co.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna have to edit that later.
I call it CBD plus
No,
Co.
we
right
didn't
here.
like, well, I said it like that, but I wrote it like your company writes it.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, CBD & Co. We're actually an isolate company. We're based out of Colorado. We produce our product in Boulder at our lab.
Love that.
So everything's local to Colorado. Right now, our flagship product is a CBD infused honey. It's being sold in the tincture
You
market.
didn't bring a bottle,
I think I
did you?
Did you leave that in the car?
I have it in my pocket. There we go.
Everybody, you have to show it off so that
There
people
we
can
go.
see it on, because people are always asking us, you know, what CBDs,
There it is.
what, yeah, as I messed it up, sorry. Can you see it? So what CBD,
Oh, look at all those hearts. The ladies are loving it.
I think they might love his dimple more.
Oh, wow.
I think that's cute.
So yeah, CBD, we get that question all the time about, like, where should we buy? And I like this product a lot. That's why I asked you to come on and talk. What?
Oh my god, they got asked if they were models.
I'll take it.
Alex said he'll take it. That's cute, you
I'm
guys.
dying laughing.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry.
We have a bunch of, you know, horny housewives at home watching us now. Just you wait, guys. I have a really good topic for later. It's not my fault, though. It's Dope Magazine's fault. But anyway, we'll get there later. So tell us more about your product, because people are always asking us, like, who do we endorse? We don't really endorse anyone because we don't have a sponsorship agreement with any CBD company. I just like you. And so, or like your company. I like your company, and so a funny thing happened, and I got to try your stuff before, and it's really addicting. Remember I told you at the party?
Yes.
That I was like guzzling a bottle of it? So yeah. So wait, this one has honey in it, and you get the honey from here in Colorado too, right?
Right. The honey is locally sourced from a farm in Longmont. It's organic, it's raw, it's really great stuff. We infuse it with CBD, and that's kind of why it's pretty addictive. It's basically just honey, which tastes amazing. I could eat like half a bottle of honey easy.
I could eat it, yeah. I do it.
I was just downing this stuff ridiculously, and I had so many questions for you at the party, so it's going to be weird because I'm going to be asking you a lot of these same questions over, but
Totally
it's
cool.
for everybody else. Because when I had the bottle, I was afraid like it went bad because I didn't do it fast enough, so then of course it made me want to like guzzle it quicker. But Stephen explained that didn't go bad. So tell me what happened and what would the like crystals, because let me show,
Right.
can I open up your
Yeah,
dropper?
go for it.
Okay, so if you see, okay, maybe
It's
I
got
can't.
crystals on the inside. I can
I
tell.
know, you
I
can see it. Can you
Yeah,
open it for me?
sure.
Why can't I open it? It's childproof.
It's childproof.
You can't open it,
And,
Gina. I'm
uh,
sorry. You're still a child.
All
You
right.
passed the test, or you failed the test.
There we go. It's I don't know if you can see the crystals on the.
Yeah,
display
so
there.
it starts to crystallize, and it was like tripping me out because it was even going all the way down, you know, the dropper and stuff.
And that's because it's raw honey, so it's not ever been heated. So there's a lot of there's a lot of sugar crystals in there that haven't been dissolved all the way, and there may be a slightly higher wax content also.
So that's the part you actually want to be like, you want to suck all those little crystals off.
They're delicious.
I'd eat them.
They're delicious. All right, awesome. Okay, so when you said CBD isolate, I just let you say that, and people are going to be like, what do you mean?
So I have,
Sure.
I have actually some CBD.
Isolate here. But wait, because I told him about this shit. So will you first give us the definition for our viewers and our listeners, please?
Sure, the isolate.
Yeah.
So the isolate is a concentrate product. It's going to be something that's it's going to be generally 95 to 100% pure. So it'll either be THC, CBD, CBG, any number of those cannabinoids.
Okay.
But an isolate refers to just one single cannabinoid just by itself. So
Okay.
what we would do is past the CO2 extraction, past the distillation process, there's a further process, and it's done in the lab, usually with a hexane wash, and we take the oil or distillate or whatever it is, and we crystallize essentially CBD.
Okay. So your lab, you started in like a basement in someone's house, probably somewhere along the
Kitchen,
line.
actually.
A kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay. So I figured it was something homegrown like that, which is awesome. I love those stories because that's how this business goes.
Yeah.
But now
for
you
sure.
have like a professional like lab somewhere, or how does it?
Yeah, so we work with a research firm up in Boulder,
Okay.
and they work out of one of the top 2 private research facilities in the country. So it gives us access to the best possible equipment, processes, minds that we could ask for.
That is awesome.
So that works out well. We happen to get along with them really well, which is nice.
Nice.
But
So then I guess my question, I got a little confused. Someone gives you the CBD isolate?
so the isolate itself, we actually process it into a water soluble. So we
Okay.
partnered with this firm to allow us to be able to get it into the water soluble form.
Okay.
So we'll source the isolate itself. It's a pretty expensive and time-consuming process to get there.
Okay.
But we'll
Right now
get
it's
the
cheaper to
isolate.
buy it than to make it.
Exactly.
Weird.
So-
Okay.
but we have actually gone about sourcing the hemp itself to our suppliers.
So you know where your plant's even coming from to where, so you can say,
We
my
know
CBD is
the
the purest,
yeah.
best.
Yeah.
We can track all the way back to harvest.
That is awesome. Because we say that a lot. Like, first of all, we push American made, obviously. We know that Chinese hemp and stuff like that is just dirty.
Yeah.
But then again, there's a lot of American hemp companies also that are just producing shitty shit.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, with where we go with it, with the isolate, it really doesn't matter how shitty the hemp is.
Really?
Because
Interesting.
we're not dealing with genetics, we're just removing the CBD entirely. So ours, the only quality we'll accept with the isolate is 99.9%
Okay.
pure.
Okay.
So it just comes in crystal form, which is just pure CBD. There's no THC. So you can pretty much pull it out of anything that has CBD in it
Mm-hmm.
and refine it to that point. The hemp that we use is local, and the hemp that we source to our suppliers is local, so that we can keep everything from Colorado. I think the farthest that we've seen any hemp coming in that we've even touched is Kentucky.
Cool.
But
That is pretty cool.
it all stays in the U.S. All production's in Colorado.
So then you sell your product everywhere.
Yeah, we'll sell it online. We can get it anywhere. There's zero THC. There's no risk of drug tests, anything along those lines.
Cool.
Just aren't.
I love that. Awesome.
And it's awesome
Because we get a lot of those questions.
We do get a lot of those questions,
Yeah.
especially from pregnant breastfeeding moms that are in other states that, I mean,
We're looking into this.
well, and it's an issue in every state, but in some states it's much more of an issue. So like
Definitely.
Arkansas compared to here, so if they can have a CBD option that might help them or work for whatever they're trying to treat,
Definitely.
and no
definitely.
THC, like it's really important. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for even coming in and talking about your
Yes.
product because I love it. What other
Sweet.
products do you have besides this one?
We we do white labeling, so there are some other things that we produce, but under CBD and Co. We've got the honey, we've got beverages coming.
Oh, sweet.
Let's see. There's like a recovery, like sports recovery drink, water, hangover.
Okay, so we were talking about that before. I was told that like CBD water is a crock, but it's basically crap. Did you see his little smirk? Did you see he went? Hmm.
I heard that. I heard that.
Will you explain? Is it or is it not a crock? And does it matter where you buy it on whether or not it's a crock? Does that make sense?
Yeah, CBD water, up to this point, the quality has varied drastically. So, there's a big problem with, with the water soluble isolate, which is pretty much what you're going to make a CBD water.
Which is what you
with.
turn your stuff in. That's what you're saying,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Right. So we actually got into, the water soluble isolate business before CBD & Co. was ever born.
Okay.
Drink beverages were one of our prototypes, but we looked at how the rest of the industry was doing them. A lot of the cannabis companies are, still trying to suspend oil in water with high amounts of sugar, which works to some extent, but we wanted a better, healthier option.
Nice. I like that.
Well done.
Well, it's that and flavor.
That
You
and
want-
flavor.
You want it to not taste like
Like
shit,
shit.
pretty much. So, I mean, with like the drops, you can't taste the CBD. If you've had other tinctures.
So I
Yeah,
just, I
it's
just want
not-
to
it's
inform
not very
everybody
good.
because we get also a lot of these questions that if you ever get this, do not put it, in a vape pen. Like that's
No.
not
The
for
honey.
that.
It is
No.
not for a
And
vape
people
pen.
ask,
Don't
and I'm
put
like,
honey
no,
in your
I'm
vape
pretty
pen.
sure you just eat it, guys. It's
Yeah.
edible.
I mean, it's your
Yeah.
prerogative.
And don't
but
eat your
don't do
vape
that.
fluid.
And don't eat your vape.
No.
And don't dab it.
And don't dab it.
No.
Don't dab honey.
I've seen worse dab. Vegemite. Do you know what that is? It's
Yeah,
like-
but
Yeah.
why?
Ah, I've heard
It's
about
super
it,
salty.
but I've
yeah, I don't know. People are crazy, but anyway, yeah.
Okay.
But back to the water. Our water soluble CBD, it's totally flavorless and it holds suspension perfectly. It never falls out of solution.
Okay, so what do
Suspension.
you mean? Talk like not so sciencey for people.
So basically, some of the problems with other waters have
Okay.
been, CBD falling out of suspension because a lot of people are using oils essentially
Okay.
and doing,
Yeah, so
Yeah.
oil or isolate itself are both oil-based. So isolate, if you put it into water, will filter its way to the bottom,
Okay.
and you'll see like a solid white like little.
Like the little white things.
Yeah. So if you crush
Yes.
that up and put it in the water, you'd see it filter its way to the bottom.
Okay.
With the
Is that what
soluble-
you mean by loose suspension?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, so with the soluble, essentially what we do is we take it and mix it with an emulsifier, and that emulsifier will attach itself to the CBD, and then that emulsifier suspends itself within the water while the CBD is attached to it. So when you're drinking it, you don't have to get all the way to the bottom to get any type of benefit.
Cool.
Or
So it
if
kind
it-
of like mixes through the whole product.
Exactly. So
Got it.
you're not really. It makes sense to. It doesn't make sense to buy something to where you have to go all the way to the bottom to finish it, especially if it's been sitting on a shelf or anything like that. You're going
Right.
to see the suspension fall out much quicker.
Well, and people are gonna look at that and be like, ew.
Exactly.
on the most basic level, ew is gonna be
Yeah.
the response.
Yeah,
So
what-
I have like a question for you guys, because like I have this, it's CBD and it's
looks like isolate.
yeah,
Okay.
and like
He said it
are
looks
you
like it.
supposed to eat this or are you
No.
supposed to dab this?
Well, I would recommend dabbing it in, like,
Yeah.
at that state, because if you eat it, it's not water soluble, so it's not going to be readily available for your bloodstream.
Okay.
So
But
we
you
had
can
this
still get
debate
some-
within ourselves
You can still get
because
some benefit from it from eating it, but I'd say you probably maybe get more from dabbing it.
Okay. Well, here's this question: why? Because how portable is this supposed to be? Like, how rough is it supposed to be? Like,
Probably tastes like aspirin.
no, it's worse. And
It's
I'll
like-
say that the CBD isolate at that party that we were at,
Mm-hmm.
and I keep saying that party, but it's Canna Closet. Like I don't know why I just don't say Canna
Oh
Closet.
yeah,
That was
Canna
good.
Closet.
It was great. Shout out Canna Closet. Raw.
Mm.
You know that company?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Their CBD isolate. It tasted okay. It was smooth.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you meant to eat it. Sorry.
oh,
no,
like
dabbing it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dabbing it. Yeah.
Dabbing it shouldn't be horrible, right?
I've
No.
never dabbed isolate, to be honest.
You
No.
haven't?
No.
Why?
Will you dab it
Not a
for us on the
huge dabber,
radio?
but okay.
You can't. He says, "Oh no, wait, that's so not right." Like I just can't let it happen. He says, "I don't really dab isolate," and then you're like, "Do it, do
Try
it."
it. I did. I said.
But it's really bad.
It's really bad.
It's terrible.
Why do you want me to do it?
I don't. I was saving you.
Oh.
She was the one about to put you down.
Thanks.
Like, I'm just curious if this is like what
She's
it's
like-
supposed to be like.
But he wouldn't know. He doesn't do it.
I still would.
So wait,
No,
I don't
that's
understand.
fine.
Like this is your gig, but you don't
Yeah.
dab them.
No. I mean, I eat a lot of CBD, but
Uh-huh.
I don't dab CBD.
Okay.
Really. I mean,
Okay.
not that I wouldn't. I just,
Do you not see a point in dabbing CBD?
I don't. I think
Okay,
like,
tell us why, because I think I know what you're gonna say, but I want to hear you say
well,
it.
I think smoking, you're wasting probably 80% of what you've just vaporized anyway,
Right.
because your lungs are gonna maybe absorb 20% of it.
Sure.
So you're wasting a lot of isolate, and at that price, it just seems like processing it to where it's edible and you
Mhm.
can absorb all of it into your bloodstream. It's just a much
Got it.
more effective way to
So you would
use
not
CBD.
recommend buying it like this. We didn't buy it like this, but
We
you
didn't.
would
It was given
not-
to us.
It was given to us, but you would not recommend buying it like this, right?
I mean, I don't want to say I don't recommend buying it. I think there's a market, and there are people that enjoy dabbing, and I get the dab
I'm just saying
culture.
it's the worst shit in the
Wait,
world to buy.
so are you saying that it's kind of bougie to
It's-
dab CBD? Like
It's kind of expensive to dab CBD,
he's
to be
saying it's
honest.
bougie to dab CBD. That's funny. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I can see
I
that,
love
but
when
it
people
is
teach us that.
effective. I would say that it is effective. Like I watched my husband.
It was not
But it
effective
was-
for me.
Not with this. Not with this. I went to a different dispensary and got some it was high CBD and then lower THC.
Mhm.
It was higher CBD 80, 90,
Yeah.
and then lower THC
That's probably
20 kind of.
maybe like a distillate product.
But it was really good, and my husband seemed to really
Yeah.
enjoy that for his pain.
No,
and
I
it
will
worked well.
dab distillates.
And
I
that
really like
worked
those.
well, and
Yeah.
that
so
was
what would
actually
be
very
the difference
tasty.
between the
was
distillate
tasty.
and the isolate then?
A distillate is like a more refined oil, essentially.
Oh, okay. So then that's not going to be the same as this at all.
No,
No.
Yeah.
no.
It's not going to be as concentrated.
Mm-hmm.
It's still in the realm of dabbing oils, so it feels and It's much more like a actual
Actual dab. I
As
agree
opposed
with that.
to-
It's a little piney almost.
dab. Yeah.
She said it's a little piney.
Plus, you lose distillate. You tend to lose most of the terpenes just because heat
Yeah.
separation.
First
Well,
fraction, I think all your distillates
Yeah.
come off, and then second fraction is your THC, and then third your CBD with the distillation process.
Okay.
So distillates tend to not have much flavor until you reintroduce terpenes.
Okay.
You have to add it back.
Right.
That's
Crazy.
interesting.
So you can make it taste like whatever you want, really.
Yeah, that's why a lot
In
of the
theory.
distillate cartridges are really heavy in one flavor, so you get a lot of the lemony
Right.
type, like the clear, I believe is distillate, right?
The clear.
They're distillate, weren't they?
I think the clear's a brand, but
No, I know.
It is a distillate,
Yeah,
yeah.
they like, but they like at least as far as I can tell, they taste fairly lemony because they reintroduce a lot more of one terpene to influence flavor than another.
The
But,
lemon
I don't know.
terpene, isn't that what it's called?
the what?
I forget what it's called. I'm like, I can see the word in my
Oh.
brain, but I can't like. It's like the lemon terpene.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah.
It's
I'm not saying
like
it's-
limonene or something like that.
And
Anyways.
so I want to explain
Yeah.
to the people who are on live because they're like, oh, he says so don't smoke CBD. That's not what he's saying.
That's not what he's saying.
No.
That's not what he's saying. What he's saying is this isolate CBD. He's saying don't smoke that.
Oh no, I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying if you have money to burn, go for it.
He's
He's
like, if
saying
you got
it's,
that kind of money.
he's saying it's a little bougie. Not necessary. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm like, lessons.
So you've tried his product, right?
I have tried his product, and I do have a confession.
What's his confession, Gina?
I didn't want to tell you that night because I just met you.
Oh no.
It's a really good story, but it was a really big accident.
Okay, so what happened was, let's start this out.
And I got your money. I'm just gonna start with that.
Oh okay.
So what happened was we decided to try Bend and Blaze, and
Okay.
it was
It was
the
our
first
first time we went.
ever. And
Nice.
they told us that there were swag bags inside.
Swag bags.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, cool.
Cool. He even directed us to the back table and said, "Go back to that table and get your stuff."
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So she did, and I didn't grab anything, but I went to go grab something later, and they're like, oh no, that's $100. And I was like, oh, okay, no, like, put that back.
Yeah.
And then I looked at Gina, and I was like, so, by the way,
No, because we were about to leave.
Like,
Everybody
literally,
was
everyone's
gone.
and
It was like,
it was over. It was like at the end of the night.
Oh,
except for
okay.
other, like, the few people.
Yeah.
Like, and I was fucking so embarrassed that I ran out, and I was like, oh my god, I just stole this! You guys! So, I literally told everybody about it, though. Like, I have a following of, like, at the time there was probably 8 grand people in there. We had hundreds of people watching and cracking up, and that's how I introduced your company to CannaMama Clinic's following.
Great.
So I'm really embarrassed,
No,
and I'm
no, it's
really,
cool.
really sorry, and I totally owe you $100 because I stole from you on mistake.
I don't think so. I think you're cool. It's all good.
It was so, like,
That's
You don't even
funny.
know.
That is funny.
Do you find that amusing?
I do.
I'm
I'm
so
so
glad.
I didn't know. I was so embarrassed.
So we apologize, guys.
But I found out right away, and I told on myself to everybody.
we
Very
did.
honest. So.
Yeah.
So I
Appreciate
hope you
that.
think that's as funny as I do, and I got your money. I just want to let you know.
Appreciate
Want
it.
to take you to dinner?
That works.
Okay.
Ah.
You got always.
Food for the win.
Yay! He
Perfect.
doesn't hate me.
Yes.
So all of our followers knew that we were gonna tell you that story today, and I'm like super red. I can feel my cheeks right now.
Actually, when I woke up this morning, I was like, who's on the show today? I can't remember. And I was like having a weird day. And I messaged her, and she's like, and then I seen her post, and I was like, oh. I was like, oh.
By the
I was like,
way-
I'm so excited.
There was no swag bag.
There was no swag bag.
That's why I thought that was like the swag. Like I wasn't totally stupid and just was like grabbing stuff. There was
There
the
was none.
table that
Yeah.
they told us to go
They
to.
did, and I went to go
there
grab it,
was
and I was like,
nothing
nope, and I was like,
on
what?
there except your stuff. And I'm like, I got all of like your flyers and like da. And there was nobody there, and I was like, grab a bottle. Put everything in my bag, did the whole yoga session, like got super blazed, and I was like, you guys, grab some CBD. And I said plus at the time, like, they told us to get some. And
Yeah.
that's when I found out I stole. And I was like, oh my god.
Totally.
So it was really embarrassing. So,
That's no big deal.
and maybe a future lesson for you guys that make sure it's manned, so no
Yeah,
stupid
don't
rods
just leave
do
the,
that to
the
you
bottle
again.
there.
Because that was like really too easy to steal from you,
Yeah.
and I didn't mean to. I'm
That's
sorry,
And that's
Alex.
expensive.
It's all
That's,
good.
that's some money. Oh my god.
You can
I'm
come to
not-
dinner with us if you want to. I wasn't just inviting him.
I already spent enough time with him.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Can't
It's
deal with it. Thanks for the invite, though.
You're welcome.
Co-workers, you know.
Yeah,
We
we're
don't
par-
know anything about that. We're
we're
partners as
partner
well.
married.
Oh, okay.
We're
So-
partner married. Yeah, we're business married. That's what we called it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Like,
on that note,
basically.
I'm like, can we down again? Because I'm still so embarrassed.
I'm down.
It went all right though. In my head, it went like one of two ways. Like you could have just been really mad and demanded your money on the spot and walked out.
We could have been like, that's where that bottle went.
I knew I was missing some bottles.
You were like blaming him for the inventory shortage or something. Like
Right.
something went
Oh,
down.
well, yeah, that's normal.
She blames me for inventory shortage all the time.
It's bad.
It is my fault.
Someone's got to take the
He's
blame.
she super sucks at it. She super sucks at inventory.
Super sucks.
Super sucks. Like she's
Clearly, I'm stealing other
Oh,
people's
yeah.
inventory.
I-
Clearly, I suck at inventory, guys. Look what's going on here.
Can't be trusted with any kind of inventory. Not our inventory. Not your inventory. Don't let her around it. You just can't be trusted.
Great.
I find it super amusing, but when she told me that it was you, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait. I was like, this, I think, will be amusing.
Yeah.
So, again,
Sure.
deeply apologize. That was my bad.
I'm glad that you find it amusing as well.
Yeah, totally cool.
Yeah, I'm not losing sleep over it
Okay.
at all.
All right. And it was really good. And I did, it for the record, you probably got $100 worth of promotion easy. Because every time I was guzzling, I was usually on a live. Like, I love this product.
Nice. Well, in that case, we'll bring you another one.
Yay!
I actually didn't even get one because they told me that I had to pay for it. So maybe
And
I
you're-
could have a bottle too. That'd be
Since you were honest, you can definitely have a
well,
bottle.
thanks. I'm not the one who took anything.
I'm done. Oh my god, you're dying. I shouldn't be rewarded for stealing.
Anybody else want this? You can like
Sure.
dab. Go for it.
Oh my god, I'm dying.
That's not disgusting, I swear.
That's good to know.
Way to sell it.
Can you see if we have any questions for Steven and Alex, please? Oh my
Where's
god.
the next confession? Oh my Jay. Oh my god, Jay, you sexy as fuck. Milk it. I'll dab with y'all. Some other
What?
comments
Wait, who's
then?
sexy as fuck? Did they say I'm sexy as fuck?
I don't know.
Who's Jay? I'm the only one with a J here.
Must be. I want to FaceTime during dinner. What? Stephanie, you're so nice. Oh my god, Stephanie. Stephanie's being ridiculous.
What time is it in Florida? Is she day drinking?
It's
Happy hour.
2:25, so that's possible.
She did have her first dab yesterday. Maybe it hasn't worn off yet.
Wait, shut the fuck up. This bottle was from all the way from back then.
Don't
Yes.
remember.
It's been like months.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
This isn't like super recently.
no, this was months ago.
This was months ago.
And I told you I drank it like really fast. But we've
The whole
been
bottle.
yeah.
pouring it down her throat.
I wasn't joking. I guzzle your product. It's so good.
Great.
And we've been talking about this incident and making fun of my ass for quite some time. So,
Mhm.
yeah. You're the only ones that were clueless.
I'm good.
That's
Thank
usually
you.
how it goes.
Oh my god. So, yeah.
We're
awesome.
great to our guests, we promise.
We don't usually steal from our guests and then invite them on our show. Just for future guests that might be listening and wondering.
This
Anyway.
definitely is not a common occurrence.
No, it's never happened before. I'm not a thief. What do you mean? It was an accident. I'm not usually that stupid. And I actually know what swag bags are. That's why it was like kind of confusing.
Yeah, I mean, in a lot of those events, they have, you know, swag
All
bags,
kinds of stuff.
To be fair.
And I've gotten all kinds of freebies in there.
Yeah.
But This was
Not-
stupid. So
Like,
we can change the subject now. Jeez.
all right, so what was the other one by Dope Magazine?
So we actually, Dope Magazine did an article yesterday about pregnancy and cannabis, and I actually didn't even totally read it. I was surprised that I feel like it's all over the place right now.
It is. It's a hot topic. It's what's
Yeah.
being talked about right now.
Yeah, definitely controversial for sure.
And then, yeah, I think I'm going to save the other one.
Are you? I'm so disappointed.
No, because I'm just like, I've had enough embarrassment for one day. I still feel red. They're just going to have to go and check it out on their own. It's Ashley. I love her, and she's crazy. And she actually commented on my post the other day. That was awesome.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Telling me which store to go to, whatever.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool. They're clueless again, so we're not going to do that to our guests. Let's take a minute to thank our sponsor. Do you know how to say that yet? Do you know that name?
Which name?
Gaia? Is it Gaia? Gia?
What is it?
It's Gia, right?
I would say Gia's.
Gia's Garden. Cincy Magazine, 710
Oh, that's Gaia,
Pipes.
actually.
Is
Is
it
it
Gaia?
Gaia?
Yeah, Gaia's Garden.
That's what I said first.
Don't trust me to read.
King of Quality, Simply Pure, CBD extracts, THC custom promos, grass trays, the clinic, Studio 420, where we're at. Thank you to all of our sponsors. I actually got an email from Ron Pohl this morning, who is Cincy Media's main guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping maybe they're gonna do a story about CannaMama's. I like this stuff. Seeing, I want it in the media as much as possible.
I
You know
totally
what I
agree.
mean?
No, absolutely.
And then, interestingly enough, so is your company, do you just have your office with Cultivated Synergy?
Yeah, that's our home office right there in the building.
Yeah. So we were going to, be there. And that sucked because we felt like they were not down with the whole, CannaMama movement in general.
At all.
And what do you think? Because you're a Canna Papa, right?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think
Personally, what's your personal
personally, I was a grower for 10 years,
Mhm.
and I had a small family, 2 kids, 2
Mhm.
small kids. And, I was in suburbia, and I had a 1,000 square foot grow in my basement. And, I had 2 kids, I worked from home. So for me, I could balance it, and cannabis works for me medically. I can function on it during the day. I kind of
Mhm.
have to with my ADD.
Yeah.
So for me, it was like any other medication, and I went about my day. But I think it really depends on the person. I think at the end of the day, I think using cannabis when you're playing with your kids, you relate to them and spending time with them. It's a little bit easier, especially if you're coming from work and trying to jump into
Totally.
to a kid's mind. That's tough.
Yeah, totally. Kids on a different level than a work level. Well, what do you think about women that medicate while pregnant and breastfeeding? Do you think that
That's.
I'm not gonna actually.
Well,
I'm just gonna preface something.
I think there's not a whole lot of research.
Would you have wanted
to,
your children's mother to have medicated in that manner?
Probably not.
Would you rather her take pharmaceuticals if she were sick?
Well, not that either. No, definitely
Okay, so
not
if she were
that.
actually sick and vomiting, can't hold anything down, she's about to go to the ER, get a bunch of pharmaceuticals. What would you rather her do? I'm just curious.
If it's a case like that, if it's for a medical need, then I would say sure, go ahead, because I don't think it's probably going to have any impact. But if it's something that you want to do like all day, every day while you're pregnant, just because that's what you do, I don't necessarily think that there's enough research to show that that's safe.
So, what would you say? So I did medicate during pregnancy and while breastfeeding. So I do smoke all day, every day. I don't medicate then how I do now. Right now, I'm more on the rec side right now because I'm pretty blitzed.
Yeah.
I've been smoking all morning, and I feel really good. But I definitely would still wake and bake because otherwise it's like head in the toilet time. And I actually learned about I was always like that pothead in school. You know what I mean? Like 16, 17, high school, whatever. But when I got pregnant, I was the lady that was like, stop drugs. Everything.
That's how I was when I was 19, but it was cool to smoke cigarettes. That was okay.
But stop drugs, stop doing everything, be as clean as possible. And I got really, really sick. Yeah. And I was on 2 different medications and they didn't work. And I was like pretty much dropped out of college at that time because I was puking every day and I couldn't do anything. And my roommate and I got in horrible fights because he wouldn't stop making eggs. Shout out Scotty because we're still cool. But he had to move out because it was over eggs. That's how crazy people, that's pregnancy makes you like so crazy about certain smells, and it was a battleground over it. He had to have his eggs in the morning, and I was like, you make eggs one more time. One more time. So, anyways, it was an ER doctor that had finally given me, I have a history of miscarriages, etc. And I said, fuck this, I'm going back to smoking weed because I always felt good when I smoked.
Definitely.
And I started feeling better. And I have my son. I'm going to say that too because I often credit the fact that I even have my son because of cannabis, because I have a history of miscarriages. Nothing worked. I got so sick. I was on these medications that weren't working, and that's the one that did. So that is our position. We do not advocate, people just getting blitzoed and partying and whatever, but
with my first son, I quit. Like, I quit actually smoking, and then I ended up starting up because like some very traumatic things had happened. But I didn't even I smoked cigarettes, but I stopped smoking any kind of cannabis. I wasn't even very sick either, and I didn't have the anxiety that I nearly have now.
After 2 kids.
But with my daughter, not only did I have anxiety at that point, but I couldn't stop vomiting, and I medicated literally my whole pregnancy, and I'd have to medicate all day, every day, because and even with medicating like that, I was still vomiting 1, 2, 3 times a day.
So that's actually like a diagnosable thing.
Oh yeah. I didn't though because I didn't tell them I was vomiting like that because I was just medicating at home, and I didn't want their medicine.
So you would probably say then would you tell people try your product first as opposed to a THC product to see if it helped because of concerns with the lack of science to go one way or the other? Would you personally
for
say
pregnancy
that?
or
yeah.
for nursing?
Yeah. Or would you tell people, no, if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, stay away from my product? What would you say?
I would say, wow. Alex, do you want to answer that one?
You can put a disclaimer. There's always a disclaimer with everything we say. We're not medical professionals. We're not lawyers. You always have to have somebody that is a medical professional, midwife, something or other, talk to them about CBD product use always, okay?
For sure.
But would you say, would you prefer people try a CBD product over a THC product, since you personally don't think THC is maybe not the safest route to go?
I'm going to say that it won't adversely affect you. But I can't speak, I don't know enough about any of the whatever issues in general to confidently claim it'd be better or not, because whatever the issue is, I can't exactly claim it.
Yeah, totally.
It's in lack of
I would
research.
in no way, shape, or form say that it would be a bad thing to take.
And that's, I think, what we want to hear.
Okay, cool.
That's what we want to hear, because we don't think that your product is toxic in any way, shape, or form. It's not going to hurt you, harm a fetus. And in our opinion, I'll say it for you, because I know where you're at, legally and afraid and stuff, but I would recommend your product to somebody, especially if they're afraid of having THC in their blood content for whatever reason.
And you said you can buy this online, right?
You can buy it online.
That's bomb as fuck. We need that.
It is cool.
And also with the with the whole pregnancy, I know that there's an issue with pregnant mothers testing positive.
Yeah, there's a huge issue.
That wouldn't be a case, or that wouldn't be something that you'd have to worry about.
So this has 0%. You say, I mean, because some products are less than 0.03, and then you never really know if it's going to have some THC content in it.
Right. So this is 0.
It's tested at 0.
That's awesome.
So
perfect.
Yeah, definitely won't trip a drug test.
And how much percentage of CBD?
99.99.
That's So how many milligrams is like that bottle right there?
Oh, so we've been saying CBD like the entire time and just taking that leisure. Like, some people don't know. That's cannabidiol.
Yeah,
Did I say it right?
Cannabidiol.
yeah,
Thank
cannabidiol.
you.
It's a tough one.
It is. I
It
think I
tripped me
missed
up.
a syllable.
Yeah.
Thank you. But that's what CBD stands for. And a lot of people confuse cannabinoids when people write CBDs, and I can't, I've learned and moved on from that, but that's not the way you do it. And CBD stands for a specific thing. And yeah, that would be it.
That is it.
That is it. Okay.
We got
cool.
questions if you ship to Canada.
I don't have a problem with that.
We can't take payments from Canada at the
Yeah.
moment, so if you
That's
have an
the
American,
problem.
if you have an American credit card, yes.
Okay.
But I don't. We don't do.
You don't have PayPal?
Or PayPal if you have PayPal.
Yeah,
Well,
PayPal,
we
you
do
can
PayPal.
create with the
PayPal?
We do
Mm.
PayPal.
PayPal.
You should.
Yeah,
You-
yes, we will
Yes.
ship to Canada.
Yeah.
Fine,
Okay,
sure.
cool.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Some international shipping, just a little bit.
just right. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
a little bit.
Canada pretty much is.
I mean, yeah. it's
America.
Canada.
I have never been there.
Really?
I need
Canada's
to go.
nice. The
I've
food
never
is
left the
expensive.
country.
Toronto's fun.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
they have like a couple of really weird rules. Also, if you ever go to Canada, don't get a DUI. They'll kick you out.
Of the country?
Yeah. I've
As
heard
an
that.
American with a DUI?
Or as a
Yeah,
Canadian?
I know some people who are yes, as a Canadian, they will. No, it's
Was that a stupid question? Alright, okay, I probably deserve that.
It's funny. It's
Canada's
it's
nice.
all good.
People there are really nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really
they
nice.
are. It's not just a
Like,
stereotype.
It's like uncomfortably nice. I don't know what it is.
You have to spread some
Yeah.
asshole around just to like make you feel comfortable.
Sometimes you feel obligated.
You're under it's an American obligation.
It is.
You have to bring some asshole. Yeah, I know that. I know that feeling. I can do that. I'll bring some bitch to Canada. Somebody from Canada invite me after I just said that. That'll be a good time.
I want to go to Canada.
What else? What other questions we got?
So they can they ship THC products to Florida or only
No.
CBD? Only CBD. No ever shipping of THC.
You know,
No
whenever it
state stand on that
becomes,
one.
federally
Never.
legal, maybe.
Do they do anything with the Do they do anything with the other cannabinoids like CBG or CBN?
Good question. Thank you. Great question.
There is research right now that we're working
Excuse me.
on as far as techniques for isolating some of the other cannabinoids, CBG and CBN.
We will.
But at this time, we don't have any products that we're rolling out with any other cannabinoids other than CBD.
Okay.
Okay,
But,
so not at the moment.
yeah.
In the works, though. Great question, though.
That's a good question. Awesome. And we're being told we should link their site. We will. We'll definitely have to go back and link their site into the comments of this.
Yeah, because we just put we can actually tag it too. We wrote their name, but we didn't use the @ sign.
Okay, well,
We'll fix that. Sorry.
That's
Rad.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
More people view after the live usually anyway, like on
Mhm.
replays, because
that's
11 to
a
1 on a
vampire.
Tuesday. Hello.
Sure.
But yeah, we really appreciate you coming down. Hi. I don't know who that was.
Somebody.
Okay.
What's up? Usually we actually do have the door closed. That was our bad.
That was really weird, though.
Yeah, whatever.
Something that happen often.
So yeah, so I'm sad because I probably won't see you because I'm not going to be at Cultivated Synergy.
No.
No,
Mm-mm.
we decided against that place because we were like, our whole company is based on stepping out of the canna closet and helping women to do so. And
You are totally putting their name on blast, and we discussed that we wouldn't do that. You are breaking the rules. I'm just saying anyway. Continue, because you've already done so.
I did it twice, and I just didn't. I don't know why I did it.
Yeah. But anyway, go ahead.
So we decided to not go with that venue. And
Exactly
we're-
what happened is actually we've been talking about doing an event like Bend and Blaze that was more public, but still like invite tickets, etc.
Yeah.
Make money off of it, and then they were like, no.
Well, no, they weren't like no.
They were
They were like sure. we'll do exactly what you want, but it has to be a private event because you're our dirty little secret.
Yeah, like it had to all be private, and it was like there was no way to like
We couldn't
grow
be
it,
like,
make
and
money off of it.
we were like really disappointed that the reasoning why, like, turn me down, I don't give a
We're
shit,
too
I'll find somebody
controversial.
else, but that being too controversial, that's why I asked you what your opinion was. Well, that's not why, but that's part of why.
Yeah.
I like to find out kind of where we stand and other people's opinion within the cannabis industry.
Right.
I think it's like our first gauge, you know? I mean, I know what the public thinks for the most part, but it's really surprising and kind of disappointing whenever we don't have the support of the people within the industry, especially those that claim medicinal support, because my question is, why do you think that the medicinal value of the plant ceases to exist or is somehow harmful to a fetus?
Yeah.
Especially when they're using it in brand new, like newborns. Like we just had a doctor on the show who was talking about instead of using morphine to treat babies, using cannabis to treat babies like who are addicted to morphine, like treating them with cannabis
honestly,
instead.
I mean,
right.
the whole Save the Child is a great issue, but that's not what CannaMama Clinic does.
Oh, no,
that's
no.
what CannaMoms does. So,
But I'm just
they
saying.
to them. Let's talk about our issue. Our issue is for the women that need it for themselves. It's not about the children. The
We
women,
have a lot of women with anxiety too.
they're sick. They have
They can't
whatever
take Xanax.
issues they have, and it's like they are able to treat their symptoms of whatever issue it is effectively with cannabis. And like, why would you take that medicine away from them just because they're pregnant or breastfeeding?
Right.
That's where we stand, and our position really is that it doesn't necessarily matter whether or not there is a negative effect. Of course we care, but in relation to the fact that other women that choose pharmaceuticals aren't like they're not facing the same scrutiny that we are,
Yeah.
and it's not fair.
Yeah, and
Our rights are violated.
I think it, you know, to treat it any differently than you would any other pharmaceutical, I don't necessarily agree with that.
I'm
but,
good.
But I think approaching, you know, it with the same caution as you would with the pharmaceutical
Totally.
while you're pregnant.
And we
I
do
do agree.
that. We always tell people, like, especially like, hey, if you've never used cannabis before and now you're trying it because you're pregnant,
That's not a good move.
it,
Well, I
it
don't know.
might not be. Like, you
Your
got to
first
be
time
more
ever.
cautious, and there's going to be issues. I would definitely give that
Yeah.
client a different.
I'd probably be like, you should try some CBD first. Really low THC.
Don't eat a
Super
brownie.
low.
Don't eat a brownie.
Don't even
Yeah.
eat a bite.
I would, and you know, a lot of these women can't eat. That's the
KO.
problem.
Yeah, and that actually that was the problem. When I lived in Alaska and I was pregnant with my daughter and I was super sick. And honestly, like, there was no way I was going to eat anything anyways because I'm not keeping it down. There's no way it doesn't even have time to activate like that.
Yeah, it's a waste.
It is a waste.
Yeah.
So smoking was honestly most effective for me, but there was no way for me to even buy it. I was totally buying it like, you know, underground.
Well, that's where most of the women that we've surveyed are still getting their products is from underground because they're living in illegal areas. So that's why I asked you right away, is CBD, I'm going to be wanting to call it CBD Plus for like ever now. I won't do it anymore. CBD Co.
CBD and Co.
Yeah, your product is, you know, well, now you're saying you'll ship to Canada. That's awesome because people need products that they trust and that they get some relief from. Especially if, you know, they might not know the dope man on the corner.
Right.
So it's
Yeah, like we actually get that question, like, where would I find it? Like, I really want to try it. Where would I find it? And I'm like, go to a bar?
Yeah, that's not a question I can answer.
yeah, those
Or
aren't,
should answer.
those aren't the questions we like to answer either. Like, I don't know. That's not what we do.
I'm not the plug.
I'm not the plug.
I just tell the moms, like, go to the bar, make a friend, figure it out. I don't really know. Like,
Now we could be like, oh, this is a great product.
but I'm excited. I'm really excited that we'll be able to recommend your product.
Awesome.
Sure. Thank you.
So on that note, we still got like 15 more minutes. Will you give a shout out to our sponsors again?
Yeah, our sponsors are, what is it, Gaia's?
We need to
Guys.
learn that. That's
Guys.
very
Guys.
embarrassing.
Guys.
Sensei Magazine, 710 Pipes, King of Quality, Simply Pure, CBD Extracts, THC Custom Promos, Grass Trays, The Clinic, and Studio 420, which we are sitting in at 399 55 Broadway Boulevard. Inglewood, Colorado.
So do you use your own product, Alex?
Yeah, I use it every morning for anxiety.
Yeah.
Because I don't really smoke
Mhm.
at all anymore. Just gives me too much anxiety.
Okay.
Okay.
So I pretty much go the other way.
All right.
So, yeah.
So you don't use any THC at all, really? You're just a CBD guy?
I mean,
yeah.
you can just smoke a bowl of it.
I can
That is
smoke
true.
like a bowl throughout the day, but I mean,
Okay.
I usually just, if I ever am gonna smoke, it'll be before bed because after about half a bowl, I'm already just like it's like amateur hour. So
That's awesome. Okay.
I use the CBD. It also, I mean, for that and then.
So how much
yeah.
how much would you like dose throughout a day of your own product?
Every couple hours, usually just a dropper full.
Okay, what about you?
I use it for hangovers, and it's fantastic
what I was
for
gonna
hangovers.
find
Is
out.
actually.
it?
Yeah.
I believe that.
Yeah, there was a study that came out like a month ago, maybe a couple months ago, that CBD like reduced the hangover by 50%.
That is
I could've
awesome. Do you know
used
what?
that.
Do you know what that study was in? Like what publication?
Pretty sure I heard about it from NPR.
Wow. Okay,
NPR,
I'm gonna go search
I'm
it.
pretty sure.
That's cool. Thank you.
Otherwise, just believe it. It does.
It sounds really good. No, I do believe it.
I do
So-
believe it.
So you don't use it on like a daily basis?
No, not
No.
really.
So what is your preference of cannabis? Do you smoke all day, every day, or you like it?
Yeah, I'm kind of like a sativa all day,
Kinda guy?
and then at night indica, and then I'm out. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm an indicate all day kind of girl.
Yeah, I usually am too.
I just like to be
Too much.
heavy headed like all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't really function like that. But
Well, I don't like usually dab during the days. Dabbing is like nighttime.
Yeah.
I don't know if you notice that I
Yeah,
have like
yeah.
my dab pen right here. That's usually like my daytime thing, and then at night I'll go smoke a bowl. I'll smoke actually 2 bowls, and I'll get super fucking blazed, and I'll either A, go to work, B, watch some TV and eat a bag of chips,
Mhm.
and then go the
He
fuck to
says,
sleep.
Go the fuck to sleep.
Yeah.
So, do you have children?
Nope.
No, so you're
No.
not a
You
canna
guys
papa.
kind of look
No.
young, honestly. I can't even lie.
I'm
Yeah.
only 25.
Oh, you are young. Okay,
Yeah.
how old are you?
I'm 34.
Okay, we're like
Okay.
the same age, and then you
Yeah, I'm a little guy, but
a little guy.
that's why most of these things I can't really comment on when it comes to being around kids and such like that.
That's
But,
okay.
I mean,
You know
for
your
me,
product
it's just
good.
Zero of my kids.
Yeah, I've been around his kids.
Aww,
They're cute.
hit us right there.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a firm believer. It's just teach their own. I can't claim to know it or
Mm-hmm.
have experience with it, so I'm not going to say what you should or shouldn't do.
Yeah, totally. I
I
actually
just-
appreciate that. There's almost nothing I can stand more than somebody that tells me how to parent who doesn't have kids.
Oh yeah.
You know what? Just stay in your lane, buddy, because you don't have kids.
Honestly,
Yeah.
let's laugh about this for a second. I really thought I'd be the perfect parent.
Ha 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 ha! That was a buddy laugh.
I know, dude. I did. No.
I never thought that. But
I did. I was like, I know. I'll do so much better.
so then another CannaPapa question again, I guess for you then. What do you feel about like medicating in front of your children? Or do you teach your kids about cannabis? Do they know anything about your business? It's kind of like a 3-punch pound
Yeah.
there.
I mean, the kids, you know, since they were born, I've been in this business.
Mhm.
I was more in the marijuana side back in those days.
Sure. Like growing and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I grew for about 12 years, and then I went into extraction, and then eventually we started doing, you know, the isolate stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the kids were around, you know, and they knew the plants were there, you know, and I told them, you know, this is medicine Dad grows for people, you know, because I was a caregiver at the time.
Right.
You know, and I looked at it like a business. You know, us as a family looked at it like a business, and it's, I think, in Colorado it's a little bit easier to have those types of families because at least people know what's going on. You know, our neighbors knew that there were 100 plants in my basement, but you know, they also knew that we're in Colorado and that that's, you know, part of the
Pretty normal.
economy now.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, I think, you know, I didn't necessarily smoke in front of my kids just because I didn't really want to promote smoking in general. I don't think it's healthy,
Okay.
even though I do it, it's a bad habit. but I didn't really hide it from them, so.
Okay.
So yeah, that's kind of the approach I took anyway.
So, have you had like any issues with school yet? Like them talking about it at school, teachers, anything like that?
No,
That's good.
no. And
That's
they,
actually kind of lucky. Your kids must have been like,
Yeah,
Good kids.
they're young too, still though.
How old are they?
They're 6 and 7 now. Wow.
Okay.
so that happened twice to me already. Once when my son was in preschool, and once when he was in, is it 3rd grade or 4th grade? That was when I had to just talk to the teacher and be like, there's literally nothing I can do about it. He decided he was going to be like the class educator about cannabis. Yeah,
I
so
think that's kind of great.
I mean-
Honestly.
I mean, it's cool, but like, way to break some barriers.
yeah, his mama's kid, I guess. And in preschool was just an accident. He thought he was like opening the dispensary, and it was, the grocery store that all the kids like play at. He like flipped the sign and was like, the dispensary's open.
Oh wow.
And it was still before we even had regulations. So that was cool. That's why I asked you, like, as a parent, like,
Yeah.
and as someone in the cannabis industry, like, how do you go about that, or how are you going to go about that, I guess?
Yeah, it's something that I'm going to continue to think about every
Yeah.
day. And in my opinion, will probably continue to evolve as
Yeah.
Honestly, like, my son, he knows that it's my medication. I've actually, like, I'll keep this in my purse and I'll have him hand it to me and be like, hey, can you get my medicine out of my purse? And I'll be like, boom, boom, thanks. Thanks, guy. He's super good about it. I'll smoke this in front of him because I vape in general. I'll vape around him.
What did your kids call it, like, in the grow house?
Oh, they just said dad's medicine.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Because they were really little still.
But then, so now, do they know what you do now? Like, do they realize it's that medicine in a bottle?
I think to them they've carried that thought process, so they understand that I'm in the same kind of business.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if they understand that this is cannabis. In fact, they probably are still kind of young, so they don't. But eventually when they're older,
Yeah.
Right.
So.
Interesting. And your wife or significant other or partner or baby mama or whatever you call her, does she support them knowing?
Well, my now ex-wife, she, they live in Seattle now,
Oh, okay.
which is another cannabis city.
Yeah, it is.
So
Where your product could be on the shelves at any time, right? Is it?
very shortly.
See?
So I think with her, she's not necessarily hiding it, but doesn't really have anything to do with the cannabis industry at this point, so she's not necessarily teaching the kids
about the plant either.
I think she's
Got
going
it.
to kind of leave that up to me because it's essentially my world, not hers.
Yeah,
Right.
got it. I was just wondering if you had like support from the other half, because that's a big issue with the CannaMamas is like, does the partner, the
Support.
father of the child, whatever may be, support the choices that we make?
Mm-hmm.
And
Definitely.
it's like a toss up.
Yeah, my husband, actually, like, I stopped smoking, around 26 weeks. And in 3 days of not smoking any cannabis, I lost 10 pounds at 7 months pregnant.
That's not healthy, P.S.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be
I
losing
went to my
weight.
midwife and she's like, so you're literally starving and I'm about to send you to the hospital if you don't go fix this right now.
P.S. Smoke. She was
That's
like,
not
hint,
what
hint.
she said, but she's like, I'm about to send you to the hospital if you don't go fix this. And I
Yeah.
was like, going home right now, okay, thanks. Like, I went home and I told my husband, and he was like, well, cool, like, and I smoked my entire pregnancy. In fact, I even smoked in labor.
Mm-hmm.
That was amazing. 7 centimeters, and I was like, am I in labor? I don't know. I don't really know if I'm in labor.
It was not effective for me like that at all. I always interject when she tries to tell that story because I don't want
true,
people
though. That
thinking
is what
that
happened with me, though.
I believe you, but that's not like a
oh, no.
universal
No.
experience for.
Fuck no.
Because I consume
Oh,
cannabis.
when it got bad, I'm just saying. But
when I consumed cannabis
do-
during the beginning, it was not like that at all.
I do fully believe that it helped me relax enough to be like, to get me to that point at least before my midwife got there.
Yeah. That, I mean, It's got to be better than an epidural. So.
Hell yeah, I'd never put a needle in my back.
Honestly, like,
No
if
way.
I don't ever think I'm ever having any more children, but God forbid if I ever do, I would totally probably eat a shit ton of edibles in labor, honestly. Because I get hungry.
Would you not like pass out though? If
No.
you ate a bunch of edibles?
In labor?
No.
I don't know if I could wake up for anything
And
if
ask
I ate
the
a bunch of.
cutest
So, like,
questions.
I drank 100 milligrams, and then we smoked, and then we dabbed, and then we smoked some more, and we
You know
dabbed
what?
some more, and yeah.
That's actually what I would probably want to do is drink it. I wouldn't want to eat really anything, but I would
get
want to drink
hungry.
it. I want to drink your CBD water.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There you go.
why
There
not?
you go. Hydration.
You do. You need it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever you get that out, maybe that'll be like a
Yeah. It'll be
a different market
whole new market.
for pregnant women that need some CBD water during labor.
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 I really, you know what?
Labor water.
That's actually
Hey.
not a bad idea, I'm just saying.
It's not a bad idea. It sounds better and better, actually.
It's
I think
pretty
Alex
damn
is
good
like,
idea.
no, that does not sound
No,
good
I
on
mean,
the legal
that's-
side whatsoever. We're going to
Um,
stay far away from that.
Yeah, I will. No, just until someone can definitively tell me that we're good and we're in the clear.
that you guys don't get. We totally get that you guys
Just
don't.
got to make sure that we can actually do something with it if we
Right.
decide to take that leap.
Yeah. for
So,
sure.
no, I mean, I'm more calm in the wind. I'm never entirely going to understand this. So, in that
Well, you
regard,
have to
I
trust
will
us that there are people
Well-
that are going to want those products, though, which is
absolutely.
really important. That I think you
Absolutely.
shouldn't just like say, no, this isn't
And
even
Mama's
an
not
opportunity.
afraid of
No,
getting
it's-
tested,
Well,
you know.
I think that it's actually a lot closer. Like, that's not a huge leap off from where we're kind of moving.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So
it's not.
I don't mean it in the sense of like, no, we're not interested in doing it as much
Yeah.
as that's something that's much more legally restricted.
Yeah.
Right.
Or
No.
restrictive.
I actually
guess.
heard that immediately, that it might be like legally restrictive for you guys.
Yeah. Now, I mean, there's a certain amount of approach that, like, laws or guidelines.
Yeah.
If you really want to be able to get it to the right people, but there's also a certain amount of, like, there's certain lines you can't cross without at least a certain amount of confidence in.
Totally. Which is, kind of where we're at, where we're like, this is bullshit, and
Yeah.
how can we change this stuff? But our first focus really is policy with CPS. Because we just want to be treated fairly with other drugs. Because
Yeah.
they don't, when women take Oxycontin
Mhm.
pregnant, they're not showing up wondering of how addicted the baby came out.
Right.
Yeah.
It was
Right.
prescribed, right? Everything's cool. And we're just like, that's what we're just so tired of. That's our whole game.
No, I'd say
Yeah.
we're 100% on board with that.
Yeah.
It
Thank
makes
you.
sense.
Thank you. Like, I appreciate that.
Some logical men here in the room.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
It's also just stuff that we can't speak to, so there's no
Yeah.
reason for me to be the one who decides anything in that regard.
I appreciate that too, because you wouldn't believe how many men think that they can.
Oh, I believe it.
Room full of old white men making laws about women's uteruses.
Yep.
It's odd.
So I do want to mention that we are 5 seconds away from 1 o'clock.
Okay, cool.
Right.
So we're shutting down and we're all done for the day, and that just probably cut us off, huh? Maybe next time 5 minutes instead of?
Well, I don't know. I just noticed.
I guess I just got talking. So, anyways, thank you so much, guys, for showing up today. We
Thanks for having
really
us.
appreciate
Yeah,
you coming in
absolutely.
and talking about your product. And we'll fix that so the link matches. Say goodbye to our followers on Facebook Live. Bye, everybody. Thank you for coming out with CannaMama Clinic today and Cannabis & Co. And if no one has told you yet, I'll be the one to tell you. You're a great mom. Thank you.
You want to hit the finish button on that? Please and thank you.